Okay, guys, so welcome to day three of the Amazon KDP. How to avoid termination and how to play safe. Do you get so that you won't get for that tight corner? So in day three, like I mentioned, we'll be studying about category and the seven backend keywords, how it can affect your account, and then at the end of the day, get your account terminated. So to number one rules that I would like to talk about is the category. Make sure your category is not out of points. Let me repeat that. Your category is not out of. Make sure your book is under the right category. I guess some people don't understand how this category work. Let me explain. Let's use a physical bookstore or bookshop, no matter how you want to call it, either bookshop or bookstore. If you should go to a bookstore or bookshop, you want to go and buy a book. There are different genres. They call it genres of book, right? There are different niches of book. If you want to buy books about finance, let me not use bookshop so that people understand better. If you should go to a mall, let's say you are going to a shop right to shop right today, the places they arrange their spices, let's say the food spices, is different from the places they arrange what's it called? Arrange cutleries, right? It's different from the places they arrange, let's say, beverages, right? It's different from the places they arrange electronics. For shop right, all you just need to do is just look up. You want to buy spices, you must have written it instead of walking around all the mall looking for wetin no lost up and down. Just look for spices, then you go to where the chefs are, then you buy your spices, right? You pick the one you want to pick. Same as drink. Anywhere they have drink, look up, you see bottles of drink or something, no matter how they want to explain it. You see it well arranged. All you just need, once you look up, you just go walk straight there. You see the kind of any kind of drinks you want to buy. You get same is applicable when it comes to this category of books. In bookshop or bookstore, if there's business book are arranged in the same place. Children books can never join with where you see business book. So children books there must be a chef specified for children books. Self-help books there will be a chef specified for self-help books. That's what they are trying to do in this category section so that your book can easily be traced to so kind of book. So let's take for instance, you go and write self-help book, and then you go and put it under cookbook. It's confusing automatically. Wetin self-help book wey one dey find under cookbook? I don't know. I don't know if you get my point. Or children book, like books that talk about puberty, right? You now go and put it under puberty can still be under parenting, right? You now go and put it under, let's say, medical ebook. How it take correlate? I don't understand. So that's what they mean by the right category. If you don't know how the category work, even me when I started Amazon KDP, category is one of my problem. I take like hours, if not minutes, right? I take hours to be looking for which category this book fall into, which category this book fall into. But guess what? People are running away from AI. The truth is AI has come to stay. Why do I mention AI? For me, even though I source my information from my head, I use AI to rearrange my information. Automatically, I've dish out the information to the AI. The AI already know what I'm trying to write about. So it will help me select the kind category that suits for this kind of book I just finished writing. I don't know if I'm making sense. Do you get? Now, getting the right category for me, I have my own way of doing, like I mentioned. Let's see. Now, this is a book I just concluded, though it's already published. I just want to use this as an example, right? The title of the book said the 30 billion breakdown. How Elon Musk became the richest man on earth after Trump's victory, right? An investor guide to tap into the most lucrative opportunity. So what this book is all about is talking about how Elon Musk, immediately, for people that understand politics, immediately Donald Trump won the election on the 5th of this month, if I'm not mistaken. So he skyrocketed from so amount of dollars to 300,000, $300 billion as the world richest man. All his assets increase automatically. So I make my research to know the science or the trick or finance behind this and how investor or people aspiring to invest can tap into it. Do you get? That's what the book is all about. So automatically the book is all about finance, it's all about business, and etc. It's all about politics. So I use AI to come together with my content, which is everybody knows Chat GPT now. So I have my prompt that I use. Now to get a category for this book, all I just need to do is scroll down. We are still under category. So where I wrote the book is here. Take a look at it. This is the title of the book. I have my prompt. My prompt will give me exactly what the category should look like. In less than maximum 5 minutes, I've selected all the category for my book, right? So here it says under Kindle book, right? Business book, investment, and personal finance. So what I just need to do is come to where I have the book, business book, investment. So I just come to category, I pick, I know where business and money is. Next, I know where investment is because I'm used to publishing, so I can look for it immediately. So the last one says finance, personal finance, or what I read for there now. Is it here? The last one says personal finance. There's probability I might not see personal finance, right? But for such cases, if I should check here, I can't find personal finance. I can easily, because I go school small now. I understand what the book is all about, and it has given me the like category subcategory of the book. So I should look for something that's relatable. And if I don't get, I'll just pick general. It's still under what business and investment. So all I just need to pick is what pick general. So my book is already under business and investment. Automatically, any chef, let's say it's a physical store, any chef that have book about investments and business, the book should fall under it. So it's still under general. So it can be, do you get? Let's we are chance to pick three this thing. But if you are not sure, bro, don't get it twisted. If you are not sure of the third one, leave. If it's only one you can pick, please leave it. If it's only two you can pick, please leave it. And if it's only three, the three you can pick, leave it. Your book will still definitely sell. All I just want is make sure you have one, two, or three. It's optional. One, two, or it's not compulsory, it should be all the three. Because at times the third one might be confusing. And the second one says science and maths, under science and math, astronomy and space science. I know where that is automatically. I'll see that automatically because why we have science and maths with electron Elon Musk deal with space S, right? The information in the book talks about space S. Do you get? Uh, and it talk about astronaut as well. So that's why the book still fall under that particular niche. Which, if I'm to pick, all I just need to do is come to add category. I know where that is. I just scroll down automatically because I've been publishing for years now. I know where astronaut. That should be the second option. Then I can pick space X. Sorry, space science. Astrophysics and space science are still fall under the same category since I picked the first one, which is space science, and Elon Musk deal with SpaceX that talk about Mars, colonizing of Mars, and co and co and co. If you should read about Elon Musk, you understand what I mean. And the last one says because Donald Trump is involved, definitely is under politics. So you look for politics, just need to have the idea of where you are going to, the politics, and you are good to go. Now, let me continue. So the next part is using keyword already in the title and subtitle. Let me change this phrase or this statement. Don't Let me change it so that will be use don't use don't use keyword already in the title and subtitle. Take it or leave it in your title and subtitle. What you type there are keywords on their own. Let me repeat. Take it or leave it. What you type as your title and subtitle are already keywords on their own. And the space for keyword is to make you have more idea about see this kind of book. Okay, let's assume I'm done with the category. Now, this book mention Elon Musk. Elon Musk on its own is a keyword. This book talk about richest men, right? Look at the title. Richest men on earth. Richest man on earth on his own is keywords. Anybody can come on Amazon with just curious about I want to know about the richest people in the world. And you type richest man on earth, your book will definitely pop up. Let's practicalize that. Richest man on where do I have let's see, is he here? Let's practicalize that so that maybe seeing our audio talk at the talk. Let's come to books and type richest man on earth. Elon Musk will definitely come up. Bill Gates will definitely come up. Steve Jobs will definitely come up. Mark Zuckerberg will definitely come up. The richest man who ever lived, King Solomon. I know say this book we don't look at 2006. Richest man on earth. Let's see. The richest man in Babylon, the richest man on earth. These are title of books. Look at what I'm saying. Elon Musk, because is a keyword on its own. Because one of the richest man on the planet at the moment is the number one. Jeff Bezos will definitely be there because I guess he's the second or third. Do you get? So richest man on its own, it's keyword. Donald Trump on its own, it's keyword. Let's go back to where I have the book so that we'll be on the same page. Donald Trump victory on his own, it's keyword. So repeating now, let's take for instance for people that write biography book, because you already have biography of Elon Musk doesn't mean you should repeat that biography of Elon Musk your backend keywords. It's like repeating words. We call it tautology in English. Repeating what is not. The fact that you already have Elon Musk here, right? And I already have Trump here. I should not have Elon Musk or Trump in my backend keyword again because it's against their rule. Pardon me, I'm supposed to start this video with this. For you to understand this particular keywords category very well, go and read. I already opened it down. I don't know why I didn't mention it. Go and read the content guideline. This is it. Most especially the content guideline for keyword. Come to this keyword to keywords to avoid. You have all the information you are looking for there. Keywords to avoid. All the information you are looking for is right there waiting for you on Amazon KDP content. Definitely, hopefully, if I remember when I'm publishing this video or uploading on YouTube, I should put a link for these two stuff for you to be able to read. Hopefully, I remember. Holy Spirit, remind me, remind me. So for this keyword optional, this is talking about all the metadata, I guess. Metadata starting from title, the subtitle, the series description. I'm supposed to talk about description self, but description won't matter like that, yeah. Description and co. All the metadata is what is this particular. So you need to read and understand, read and digest, especially this keyword to avoid. Read and understand and digest it very well. We still come back to that. So, like I was explaining here, right? Same as the subtitle part, we have investor guide. Investor guide or investment guide or whatever you want to say it are keywords on their own. Make sure it's not repeated in the back end keyword. So to me as a layman, any of the word you have here, make sure it's not repeated in the back end keyword. And you're already giving your book, your back end keyword more key. You use the opportunity to have more keyword embedded in your back end keywords option. Because now you want to write Elon Musk biography. Come on, it doesn't make sense. I can try to come to the back end keyword and write just just biography, right? Biography, right? I can start to write biography. Make sure the spelling of whatever you are spelling is another option for. I believe you are writing this down, or you are jotting, or you are hearing. Make sure whatever you spell in your backend keyword should be correct. So now I wrote biography here, right? Now let's assume someone come or want to buy any book on Amazon. They just type Elon Musk biography. The fact that you have Elon Musk here, and you have the fact that you have biography in the backend keyword, your book will pop up because it's already in your metadata. They call it metadata. It's already there. If anybody should come and type Donald Trump, remember in the title part you only have Trump. Here, then you can put only Donald because you are not repeating what is not there, right? Donald is not there, but you can put Donald here. You don't need to add the Trump again. Make sure I can see it's underlined. Make sure it's correct. Donald should start with capital letter. Make sure it's correct. Make sure it's correct. What again? For me, I learned this from Dio. Make sure you fill up your what's it called? Your the box with enough keyword. And how do I do that? The book I'm writing that I use for example, right? And like I said, I have my prompts that I use to generate my keywords even without looking for the research. So these are prompts. I make sure once I'm checking, I have like 20 to give me 20 prompts, then I'll take my time to check. Don't forget, look at what this thing writes. ChatGPT might make mistake. This place. It says ChatGPT can make mistake. Check important information. So I have my prompts, right? If you should look at all these particular keywords here, there's nothing like repeating of words. from what I have in the title and subtitle, because the prompts I use, it must generate what I want, what that synchronize or what Amazon KDP want. So you can never see something like Elon Musk, you can never see something like what's it called, Donald Trump here, because you already have it in my title and subtitle. So when it's generating likely keywords for me, you can't see it here. So hopefully, yeah, all what I have here, based on what the book is all about, and based on what people can easily search, right? Relatable keyword for Amazon KDP. That's one of my prompts, right? But there's a way you can tweak it. If you want my prompt, send me a DM. You have access to it just for 10,000 naira, right? So that's not why I'm here though. So, like I said, so where I'm publishing, I'll just come to this place. I put this. You must fill it up. It give you, before when we started Amazon KDP, this is how we used to do it. Thank God for Dial. Thank God I bought Dial course. Right? I'll fill it one after the other. I fill it like this, then onto the next page. So what happened to the rest space here? Fill it up with the keyword, bro. I don't. They used to call long tail keyword, short tail keyword. Go and ask your coach or your mentor about that. I'm not here to teach short and long tail keyword, right? I want to make sure your account is not terminated. Your account is not terminated, right? So I believe you understand that. So for me, I'll fill all this thing up like this. If I want to fill it up, I fill it up like this, and make sure you are not repeating words in all the. So the fact that I have technology here, I should not have technology in another place again, because repeating of words. Go and read that content guideline. That I'll be sharing the link. Hopefully, I remember. I'll share the link when I'm publishing this video. So I have that. That's fill up the space. Let me do one more so that you see how I do all these things. So the next one is satellite internet opportunity. I guess there's opportunity in the there's opportunities in the subtitle, but I have to check. I have to check to be sure. So let's go back to subtitle. We have you can see opportunity is here, so I don't need to repeat it. So once I'm pasting what I have there, so you have to put your mind and soul in what you're doing. I'll remove it. So when anybody type anything relating to, let's say, satellite internet opportunity, and you don't have it here, but the fact that you have it in the subtitle, it will add up. Their system, their algorithm know how to pick whatever you have in your metadata so that your book will pop up. As you can see, this vehicle is not correct. Make sure you go and look for it and correct it. Correct it. Vehicle investment. There's no investment in that, but we have investor. So there are two different words. So here you can have autonomous. Uh, I just put vehicle. I'll paste that investment. So that's how I'll make sure I fill up this space. That's how I fill up my back end keyword. And like I always say, the fact that you don't have any category, you don't know the three category. If it's two or one, you can put hello. Please put that and let it go. But for keywords too as well, if you are out of idea or you don't know what, so far you have fill up three, four, five. It's not compulsory you should fill up all the seven. Definitely idea. If because when you are trying to push to look for waiting all those up and down, that's when mistake comes in. And at the end of the day, your accounts have issues and they terminate to your account, right? So that's what I would like to address here. Let's take for instance this book talk about AI. I want to add something AI to it. Let's say for instance, this book talk about AI. So where do we have AI? We have AI in under computer science, artificial intelligence, and AI. I want to address something very quick. So I have AI. As you can see, artificial intelligence, right? We have artificial intelligence, we have AI. Now, what they mean again? What you already have, the words you have in your keywords, you have in your no, the words you have in your title, subtitle, and category should not be repeated in the backend keywords. For instance, most importantly, let's go back to where we have content guideline. Where this thing do? Is it here? Yeah. Take a look at this place. We need to read it together. There's what? Look at it here. Words already mentioned in your book categories. In your book category. So they say keywords to avoid, right? What's already mentioned in your book category. So far, the fact that you have artificial intelligence here. So far, you have AI here. Please, what they mean, don't repeat it in your back end keywords. It's as simple as that. If anybody type artificial intelligence in your book pop up because you already have it in your category. Even me, I'm guilty of this. But this Amazon KDP is something you need to keep studying. You need to study it every now and then. Study it every now and then. You might be doing this and you go scot free, but the fact that you know it, please avoid it. This thing is complicated, and this thing is like, if care is not taken, it might be confusing. Do you get? So it's written there. No be me talk this one. I intentionally go and read it out. What's already mentioned in your book category, right? That's our keyword to avoid because we already mentioned them. If, for instance, I meant SpaceX is here, SpaceX and space science, I should not have anything like space science, but I can have SpaceX. So since I have space science, we have space economy, economic growth, I can remove this space. You need to put that in consideration. So when you are putting your backend keyword, you consider your title, the words you have in your title, the words you have in your subtitle, and the words you have in your category. Right? You need to consider that very, very well. Another thing I would like to address here before I call it a day is let's check it together. This particular part, everybody, I can say it for free. Everybody is guilty of it. I have book. Look at this word. Information common to most item in the category book. Now, I break this down to my own understanding. I don't need to break it down so because I don't want this video to be too long. If I start breaking it down, it might take us 40 minutes or 1 hour. Do you get? So what they mean here is don't have anything called book in your keywords. Like I said, I've taken my time to understand how this thing work, right? I've read, digest, translate it to my own language that I can understand. The language that I feel I can understand, I've translated it to it. So now, everybody are guilty of this. You see, you say you are publishing, right? So you now come to you come here, you now do Elon Musk, so that when your book pop up, right? Elon Musk, Musk, Elon Musk, you now write book. They don't because sure anybody can go to Amazon. They feel like today I want to read about Elon Musk, right? They just write Elon Musk books. All people that have written books about Elon Musk should pop up. That's the idea why you wrote Elon Musk book, right? In your backend keyword. But the truth is, look at here. What they mean there, book is already here. Why this thing they do like that? Book, look at what I highlight here. Book is already there. Now repeating that word book. They are very, very frank with it. They are very so don't bother putting books. Just write. If you don't have Elon Musk in your title and subtitle, just write Elon Musk and go. Or write Elon Musk biography, right? And go. Don't bother adding books to it. Don't bother adding books to it at all. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it at all, at all. Don't bother adding it. And like I said, take your time to read. Come back to this. I'll definitely find with something to remind me when I'm publishing this video to have all these this link for you to read and digesting this thing very well for you. So let's see what I have next that I need to talk about. I need to talk about what do I have? What do I have? I've talked about where is it my book categories. I've talked about keyword already in your title and subtitle. Don't use it. Definitely, you are not supposed to use it. I don't know why my system is hanging. I don't know. So, guys, without further ado, your keywords is a course. Keyword is a course on its own for you to go and read and understand. Yeah, spelling error, repeating of words, like I mentioned, I already mentioned that spelling error and repeating of words is not allowed on Amazon KDP backend keyword. You should avoid it. In short, generally, you should avoid your manuscript and everything you are doing. Make sure your English is correct. Your what's it called? Your arrangement, repeating of word. Repeating of word. Let's say for instance, I remember people that does what's it called the trend niche. You now do where is it? You now do, let's say Donatello is trending, you now do or let's say Elon is trending, you now do Elon wife. Here you can now do Elon Musk, you now do Elon Musk, LUSK, Elon Musk net worth. Those are those biography. Elon Musk net worth. You now do another one, you now do Elon Musk, let's say Elon Musk, Musk investment can start to do those kind of stuff. Do you get? Yeah, you kept on repeating Elon Musk, Elon Musk, Elon Musk. Definitely, your book might go live. Maybe lucky your book might go live. Maybe lucky your book can be live for your account can be live for 6, 7, 8 months, if possible 10 years. One day, if their boss mad, That's why you see some people like my account has been there for 2 years. I don't know, just of a sudden termination ban. These are what's cutting. Make sure you know the right thing from the beginning. Unlike later on when you are back, you're already sit back, you're expecting payments. You won't stop publishing on the account. You now say the last time I published on the account was like 6 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Why did they terminate our account? So all these silly mistake that we all did knowingly or unknowingly. That's what pile up that make your account get terminated later in future, guys. So, like I mentioned, spelling error, spelling error, run away from it. Repeating of word, run away from it, and definitely you'll be on the safer side. Like I said, feel free, anybody, no, even though you're an expert in KDP, you need to understand all these things. Feel free, if you're an expert watching this video today, send it to your students or you record more about it. You record more about it so that you share it to your students because the goal is for us to be happy, for us to be sharing screenshots of our students online, of our maintain online, so that everybody will be able to learn from it. So one way or the other, this will be the end of the day three. So look forward, same time, same station, here on YouTube. Nelcon, the Amazon KDP expert. Feel free to share my videos and don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any question relating to Amazon KDP. See you in the next video and bye for now.